nicht mein Hut.
Welcome to another episode of Opa's Corner. So, let's start off with a few stories. A teenage boy had just passed his driving test and asked his dad if he could start using the family car. The dad said he'd make a deal with his son. You bring your grades up from a C to a B average, study your Bible a little, and get your hair cut. Then we'll talk about the car. The boy thought about that for a moment, decided he'd settle for the offer, and they agreed on it. After about 6 weeks, the dad said, "Son, you brought your grades up, and I've observed that you've been studying your Bible. But I'm disappointed you haven't had your hair cut." The boy said, "You know, Dad, I've been thinking about that, and I've noticed in my studies of the Bible that Samson had long hair, and John the Baptist had long hair, and Moses had long hair, and there's even strong evidence that Jesus had long hair." His dad replied, "Did you also notice that they all walked everywhere they went?" Jim is an airline flight attendant in this next tale. After all the passengers are aboard, Jim goes through the standard announcements. Sort of. "Welcome aboard Stingham Flight 333 to Kalamazoo. We are pleased to have some of the best pilots in the industry. Unfortunately, none of them are on this flight." Then Jim progresses to the famous fasten seatbelt announcement. To operate your seatbelt, insert the metal tab into the buckle and pull tight. It works just like every other seatbelt, and if you don't know how to operate one, you probably shouldn't be out in the public unsupervised. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will descend from the ceiling. Stop screaming. Grab the mask and put it over your face. If you have a small child traveling with you, secure your mask before assisting with theirs. If you're traveling with 2 or more small children, decide which one you love the most. After the plane landed, Jim said, "As you exit the plane, make sure to gather all of your belongings. Anything left behind will be distributed evenly among the flight attendants." Jim's final announcement was, "Thank you for flying Stingham Airlines. We hope you've enjoyed giving us the business as much as we've enjoyed taking you for a ride." Needless to say, Jim now works as a sign spinner. A couple were going on vacation together, but the wife had an emergency at work. So they agreed the husband would go as planned and his wife would meet him at the hotel the next day. When the husband got to his hotel and had checked in, he thought he should send his wife a quick email letting her know he had gotten there okay. As he typed in her email address, he made a typo, and his email was sent to an elderly preacher's wife instead. It just so happened that her husband had sadly died the day before. When the grieving old preacher's wife checked her emails, she read the one from the holiday maker, let out an awful, piercing scream, and fainted to the floor. On the sound of her falling, her family rushed into the room. They tended to her and then looked on her computer and saw this email on her screen. "Dearest wife, just checked into my room. Everything is prepared for your arrival tomorrow. P.S. It sure is hot down here." And now, for the funnies. This edition of the Funnies is dedicated to our furry friends. Frankie, Frankie, stuck up in a tree. S-I-T-T-I-N-G. Can't get down, nothing sadder. Have to call the humans with a big old ladder. Siri, bark obnoxiously at every sound you hear while I take time off to nap. Pre-rinse cycle. Cat fud, cat fud, cat fud. Oh, please, oh, please. Touch and scratch book. Scratch the human, make him say ouch. Now make little holes in the new leather couch. Why can't you just chew the squeaker out like normal dogs? Two words you need to know how to spell are T-R-E-A-T and W-A-L-K. Fortunately for Sparky, Zeke knew the famous Rex maneuver. While their owners sleep, nervous little dogs prepare for their day. Oh, the places you go by Dr. Snoot. You go on the sidewalk, you'll go on the lawn, you'll go when it's dusk, you'll go when it's dawn. You'll do your business on the dirt, grass, and sand, and they'll pick it up with that bag in their hand. Dachshund Dog Facts. Serving size, 8 to 32 pounds. Stubbornness, 300%. Listening skills, 0. Farting, 150%. Intelligence, 200%. Loyalty, 400%. Acting skills, 330%. Eating skills, 290%. Kissing, 350%. Love, 1,000%. The laser dot. Class, you're completely ignoring me. Nice work. Cat yoga. Upward turning nose. Cat treadmills. Ultra deluxe kitty bed. Thanks for coming to Oscar's party. Here's your empty bag to play in. Snooze button for cat owners. Bob and Steve noticed no one else was wearing a collar. Suddenly they realized they were in a stray bar. To my human. I really do care. I love you a lot. Now get off the chair. You know that's my spot. Kitty Corp Bank. Just put the money in the bag and nobody gets wet. Dog rules for humans. 1. Don't come home smelling of other dogs. 2. You must feed me every goodie you eat. 3. Don't call me or lead me to a bath. 4. let me outside even though I just came in. There was an area I forgot to sniff. 5. I can sleep anywhere I choose, even if it means you trip over me. 6. Don't shh me from barking while you're on the phone. I heard the wind blowing the leaves. 7. Don't move me while I'm sleeping sideways in the middle of the bed. You have enough room on the edge. 8. Don't think you can leave a room without me. 9. If it lands on the floor, it's mine. 10. You will never pee alone again. Acme Tennis Ball Company. But I thought you said, get along, little doggy boss. Never mind. Jenny is the new kid in class. Everybody hiss until you get used to her. Accidental voodoo. Oh! Danger, watch your nose. How attack wiener dogs are trained. Come on, come on. Grrr. Come on. Wieners. Oh. Nestflix. We need to talk about your diet. Now remember, he spent $400 on that, so no matter what, we can never play with it. I'm getting cold. Stop hogging all the cats. It comes with a lever that sweeps out all the cat toys. I say, old boy, my dog doesn't seem to think you're a very good shot. Waiting for the cuckoo to come out. And that concludes our funnies for this episode.
Mein Hut, der hat 3 Ecken. 3 Ecken hat mein Hut. Und hat nicht 3 Ecken, dann ist es nicht mein Hut.